Hello, and today we'll continue with Reconnected. I slowly steal from my sleep, the blanket sticking to my sweaty fur. God, it's fucking hot in here. I kinda wish I was napping next to Kai again, if only to have him sap away all this goddamn heat. He's like a fucking refrigerator. I throw the blanket down, exposing my bare chest to the cooler air of the room. My eyes are heavy and exhausted, and I can just tell that I haven't gotten enough sleep. They sting and blur for a few minutes as I rub away the drowsiness. How long was I out for this time? 3:22. Oh, for fuck's sake, why is it so goddamn impossible to get a good night's sleep around here? I stretch my back out with a groan as my tense muscles coil up, then slowly relax and decompress as I exhale deeply. Need to take a piss so damn bad, but I don't want to get out of bed. The uncomfortability of the cold nature, combined with the scalding temperature, and I only last maybe 2 minutes before I yawn and set my feet onto the floor. The frigid coolness of the tile feels electric underneath the pads of my toes and heel, and a fine sheen of sweat buffers between the two, making it feel slick. Sweating like it's a sauna in here. Hasn't Kai ever heard of AC? I rise up off the bed and head over to the bathroom door, scratching lazily through my tail. The faint purplish hue of the lights inside shines from beneath the frame as I look over at Kai's bed. His blankets are peeled back, and the quilt wolf is nowhere to be seen. Of course, he's using the restroom at the exact moment that I really have to go. The one time I get up in the middle of the night because I'm about ready to piss myself, and my roommate is in the bathroom. What are the goddamn odds? I sit down at the foot of my bed and cross my legs together, trying to suppress the unpleasant sensation of being forced to hold it. Oh, come on, man. You have got to be kidding me. I was springing to my feet, whapping my paw against the door, trying to get his attention. Kai, buddy, I really had to take a leak. Could you, I don't know, throw on a towel real quick so I could use the toilet for a sec? He must not have heard me because I could only notice the sounds of water splashing against the ground and the occasional shuffling of wet fur. My paw slams harder onto the door, and I hope he can hear it over the shower this time. Kai, come on, man, I seriously need to go. Fuck my life. He either can't hear me or is choosing to ignore me for some unknown reason. Well, nothing to be done about it now, I guess. I take a deep breath and try to get my protesting bladder back under control as I settle in for the long haul. I understand Kai well enough at this point to know just how much he loves his showers, so this could take a while. My thighs flex and squeeze every time a wave of pressure builds up inside me, threatening to take over. I actually don't think I can take this anymore. Kai, I'm coming in now, man. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm about to blow, dude. A wave of steam slams to my face, and I can barely make out the dark silhouette of Kai's body standing in the shower. So sorry, dude. I promise I'm not looking. I just really have to go. I walk over to the toilet and pull down my shorts. The center, making sure my back is facing the shower just to guarantee he can't catch the unwelcome sight of me relieving myself. At least this custom toilet is big enough that I don't really have to worry about aiming. I hear Kai chuckle over the rhythm of the splashing water, and his deep, bassy voice ripples through the foggy air. That's not an issue, bro. Me and my company don't mind. Not one bit. I finish my business and yank my shorts up over my jaw. Wait, did he just say company? Kai? What the fuck? Kai, what do you mean? Is Kiara in there with you or something? Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm leaving right now, I swear. His gleeful chuckle permeates the air once more, echoing all around the damp room. Wanna come and see, little wolf? Don't think I haven't noticed how badly you want to lick my cock, Plover. What the fuck did he just say to me? I'm just gonna leave now. The water turns off, and regrettably, curiosity gets the better of me. I look over my shoulder to see what the hell Kai is talking about. Oh my fucking god. That was truly delicious, Plover. Gosh, you sure do know how to treat a quick wolf to a nice meal, don't you? My feet slip out from under me, and I fall onto the dense floor and sock. What the fuck? The remains of a mangled corpse are strewn across the walls, plastering the glass with glistening entrails. My paws push against the tile as I try to back as far away from him as I possibly can, but they can't find any purchase on the stick of it. My left paw slides out, causing me to sprawl down onto one side, and my fingers come back covered in a thick red ooze. I gag uncontrollably. The entire floor is covered in a deep puddle of gore and viscera. Kai leaps forward, slamming his feet into the ground and splashing me with guts. God, there's nothing like some fresh fucking Centenarian meat to really get me going. His head bends and snaps at an impossible angle as he takes in the sight of my body struggling to get up. Something the matter, Plover? Still trying to run away from the truth? Poor thing can't seem to get away from it. Stuck in my web. Right where you belong. Don't worry, cutie. I'll help you up. His heavy footsteps approach me, and I feel his claws like sharpened icicles sticking to my shoulders as he yanks me to my feet by force. A stabbing shock shoots down my entire body, and I roar in agony as blood sprays out of my flanks. He suspends me in the air, holding me eye level with his sickening jaws. Kai's tongue slides out of his mouth, lapping up the torrents of red drool running rapid across his lips. Don't like seeing what I really am, what I truly am? Because I see who you are, Plover. Deep down, you know you want this. You want all this, and so much more. You're just so scared to give in to your own temptations. Well, fucking say. Well, since you won't give in to yours, I suppose that just means I'll have to give in to mine, doesn't it? After all, the smell of your fear is so delicious. You're gonna be such a tasty little snack. Nika and Jakar filled me up quite nicely the first time I fed, and yet I find myself unsatisfied. He squeezes harder, and I feel his paws pierce cleanly through my arm, tearing my bones and tickling my insides. Don't worry, Plover. I'll fuck your corpse. I'll fuck your corpse when I'm done with it. So, special effects they do, it's kind of annoying. It takes a little too long. They could have done another way to get the point across. Anyway, that's what you want, isn't it, faggot? You think after the meal I just had, I'd be full, but no, I am still hungry for more. His enormous jaws bolt forwards, clapping down onto my chest and ripping off a large strip of flesh. The pain screams across my torso, and I feel his wicked tongue delving into the dripping cavity, tugging and caressing at my ribs. I struggle as much as I can, but I'm no match for the overwhelming strength of Kai's dagger-like claws, skewering me firmly in place. His fangs find their mark, and my bones snap cleanly in two as he chews down with a crunch. Blood spews from my mouth as I scream, spraying all over his head and back, coating his ears with my very essence. Fuck, the taste of your marrow is so damn sweet. My throat gurgles like a drowning animal, and I can start to feel the life slipping out of me as it's consumed by the demented monster holding me in the air like a toy. It was him. It was him the whole time. It was him the whole fucking time. I can't die like this. Yeah, it's a little too much here. Not like this. Not while I still breathe. Am I going down like this? Not while I breathe am I going down like this. With what little energy I have left, I twist and squirm, trying desperately to loosen the vice-like grip in my arms. Kai snarls into the body and slams me against the wall as if I weigh nothing. As I lose consciousness, the only thing I feel is his fangs. Chewing on my guts. My vision goes black and my consciousness is swallowed whole by a cold black maw. My limbs go completely numb. The only thing I'm aware of is the blood pouring out of my chest and the steady drum of Kai's beating heart echoing through his insides. Sliding, choking, searing, suffocating. My body compresses in on itself as the slimy walls of Kai's fleshy prison contract and weave all around me, drawing me deeper into the belly of the beast. My fur is completely soaked, and I can't move a muscle. My limp form tries its best to fight back, but no matter what I do, I can't get my body to obey. So this is how it ends. I never knew my own death would be so real. Eaten alive by my own roommate. One hell of a way to go. Betrayed by the very quit wolf that I was starting to get feelings for. What's the point in denying it now? He's going to be digesting me within the hour anyway. Open up. A familiar voice echoes inside my mind, lacing itself around my brain with its dark tendrils. Like a snake, its words constrict my thoughts in coil after coil of pressure. I obey, and am met with nothing but an oppressive darkness. The kind of darkness that you could get lost in forever. Well. Luke is finally awake. Every word bounces around the parameters of my consciousness like a fly stuck in a jar. We were wondering when you'd come back to visit us, Plover. However, we were not expecting it to be so soon. Regardless, we are so very glad you're here. It takes every ounce of my willpower to close my eyes, to stop staring at this ethereal being, this demon in the dark. I hear a hiss of anger, and a pain stabs into my eye sockets, ripping my lids open. The vicious tone echoes again, this time with more and more voices accompanying behind it, like an unholy chorus of destruction. You look at us when we're talking to you, faggot. You dare disobey your master, I will make you suffer for this, Solarian. My brain goes rigid, and every muscle of my body tenses as an electric pulse of pain ripples through my very soul. It surges through my veins, consuming every corner and crevice of my flesh with scalding flames. After an eternity passes, or perhaps only a moment, the hellish experience stops and the agonizing sensation slowly fades away, back into nothingness. Nothing. Save me in the presence that encompasses every facet of our world. I hear the voice whisper once more, not to me, but to itself. He is more resilient than he's more resilient than we anticipated. Yes, resilient indeed. This must be addressed, or our plans could be foiled. Resilient? This marvel is nothing. A mere ripple in our pond. What? What are they talking about? The voices were aligned, becoming more and more synchronous until they finally speak as one. Have you learned your lesson, or better face me? The eyes have merged into one hulking pair larger than a galaxy, stretching wider than my imagination can possibly comprehend. I asked you a question. Have you learned your lesson, faggot? I nod weakly, and a whimper flutters past my lips. Yes. A deep, throbbing laugh reverberates around me, causing my blood-matted fur to prickle against its fleshy confines. Good, that's good. You're like an obedient little slave. I see a saddled claw extend toward me, shuddering and dripping as it moves through the void. Its long fingers caress my jaw and muzzle, making me quiver against their invasive touch. Such sweet sounds, my pet. Sounds I very much look forward to hearing again and again and again and again and again. Time is almost up for you, my pet. But me, I have plenty of time. Time. I'll be seeing you again very, very soon. In 9 days. We will meet again. 9 days. 9 days. But don't you think for one moment that you're safe. You think I won't take what's mine? You think I won't claim that which I am owed? The voice roars and I smell this putrid breath assaulting my senses. I don't think you understand. I am going to fucking devour you. Body and soul. I'll devour you too. But you're mine? Oh no, I won't devour that. Oh no. Your mind belongs to me, and only me. My personal fucking plaything for eternity to come. 9 days, little one. 9 days. And then I'll devour you too. This chorusing laughter pierces into my ears like a knife. I'll devour you too. I'll devour you too. The beast's thick tongue delves into my jaws, stealing away my breath, and my eyes snap open with a sudden surge of energy. Wake up, damn it, wake up! Kai's lips press down against me, and my lungs painfully expand as he forces air down my throat. His tongue is stingingly cold and is pushing incessantly against the bottom of my mouth. Come on, Plover. Come on, breathe. Breathe, damn you. His voice is muffled against my lips as he continues to perform CPR on me. I gasp and my paws fly up, gripping and clinging to his fur. Oxygen flows in and out of my muzzle and burns like a torch in my chest. Pytherian, you're alive. Oh, thank the gods, you're alive. Kai cradles my head in his lap, and my vision slowly starts to come into focus. My paws start down to my chest, and I feel that my ribs and body are still bleeding and raw. Kai holds me tightly against him, rocking me softly back and forth as I try my best to fight back against the very being responsible for my current condition. The words are stuck in my throat, refusing to budge as I will them to come forth. He gently pulls his face away from me, staring down into my eyes with concern and fear blazing across his prominent features. There you go, Plover. Just breathe. You're doing great. I swing my paw forward, punching him square in the jaw. Get the fuck away from me. My chest heaves as I kick out with my feet slamming into his gut. He stumbles back, doubling over in pain from the force of my panic blow. Fuck. I scramble back from him, and my back presses up against the wall behind me when I can retreat no further. Murderer. Kai gets to his feet and walks towards me, still clutching his stomach with his paw. Plover, you're not in your right mind, my friend. Just calm down, okay? My eyes dash from side to side, rapidly searching for the nearest escape route. It's then that I notice there is a crowd around us, dozens of students staring in horror at the scene unfolding before them. Kai slowly raises his paws, reaching out towards me with soft movements. Deep breaths, my friend. You are safe now. Like hell, I'm fucking safe. I push myself onto my knees and start to sprint away as quickly as I can while slamming my head into the floor of the hallway. God fucking damn it, I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here before I can finish the job. I roll over onto my back and swipe out desperately with my claws, trying to whip at his throat. Blood seeps down my sides, pulling beneath me. Step away from me. One more step and I'll fucking kill you. You hear me? I'll fucking kill you, you son of a bitch. A gasp echoes through the onlooking crowd, and Kai stops dead in his tracks, frozen in place. Plover, enough. You're going to hurt yourself more than you already have. Breathe, Plover. Just breathe. You're okay. I'll sue you. Tears blast against the tile, and I raise my paw up weakly one last time, doing everything in my power to not get eaten by Kai. Suddenly, Kai lunges forward, and he locks onto me, wrapping his paws around my trembling body. He seizes me into his grip, and a pain yelp tears from my lips. Get off of me. He'll fucking kill me. It's him. It was always him. Kai shakes his head from side to side and effortlessly lifts me into the air, squeezing me firmly but not painfully against him. My arms are pinned down to the sides, and he starts to carry me down the hall. Everyone, go back to your classes. There's nothing to see here. Be gone. His heavy footsteps echo over our audience, and he shoulders a few centillions out of the way as he walks towards our dorm. I squirm against his immutable clutches, try to knee him in the balls, anything to get away from my certain death if he gets me into our room alone. We arrive at the door, and with one last valiant attempt, I earned myself a pained groan from Kai as my sin slams into his groin. Kai whimpers in pain and walks over to my bed, laying me onto the blankets. The second his paws are off me, I back myself up into the corner and snore at him, making sure he can see just how dangerous my fangs can be. So what happens now, Kai? Gonna eat me? Just like you did Nika and Jakar? You fucking animal. Kai takes a few long steps back and presses his back against the door. His paw presses tenderly against his crotch, trying to soothe the pain from my blow. But when he speaks, his voice is calm and collected. Plover, this is the star sickness in you taking a hold on your mind. This is not you. You need to calm down. Deep breaths, little wolf. I will not move from this place, and I will not approach you further. You need to calm down. You need to come down from this. Slowly, back to reality, my friend. Back to reality. My chest rises and falls in shallow spurts of anxiety. My eyes dart around the room. The sword, the bed, the dresser. Kai remains at the door, stoically standing guard as I ride wave after wave of panic and pain. Plover, remember who you are. You are my dear friend, and I made a promise to you. I will never raise my power to harm you ever again. Just breathe. That's it. Breathe. A knocking comes from the door, but Kai doesn't turn to open it. His glowing eyes are still glued to me, like a predator eyeing up his next meal. Kai, is he in there? We came as soon as we heard what happened. Plover, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Kai leans back against the metal barrier between me and Atticus and Acadia, his tail flicking from side to side in agitation. If they get in here, at least there will be a witness, but what if he just kills them both? Be patient. He is not well right now, and I do not trust him quite yet to control himself. I will open the door when I am confident that you two will be safe. A moment of silence passes, disrupted only by the sounds of the air rapidly being drawn a spell from my lungs. Okay, Kai, we aren't going anywhere. Just open the door when you're ready. Kai nods over his shoulder, then looks back to me. His features are moving, like he's carved into the very wall itself. Let them in, now. His head remains hung over his chest as he decides. And will you attempt to harm them, Plover, just as you have harmed me? Harm them? It's you who's trying to harm me. My voice is dangerous as it seeps towards him. I won't hurt them. Just let them in, okay? Anything to get another witness in the room before he snaps and tries to kill me again. Kai nods and reaches to the control panel on the door. I'm opening the door now, you two. No sudden movements. I still do not fully believe him at the present time. Atticus and Acadia step into the room, slowly taking up a spot on the other side of Kai. What happened to him, Kai? Tell me everything. Kai removes his paws from his crotch and folds them across his body with a huff. I do not know. I was sleeping peacefully and was awoken by the sound of screaming in the hall. I was out to see what was occurring and saw our friend standing where he was yesterday, staring at the ceiling, foaming at the mouth. He wet himself and then began to twist and convulse. I wet myself? My eyes dared to look up. My eyes dared to look down, and I see my swords completely soaked. I did not know what to make of it, but then he collapsed onto the ground in his own puddle and began to hyperventilate. I ran to his side, and that is when he stopped breathing. His eyes were rolling into his bed, were rolling to his head. I could not watch my friend suffer. Kai's expression turned up into a pain grimace, and he sniffles. I did as best as I could, I swear to you. I tried everything I knew, and for at least 2 minutes I acted as his lungs to keep him with us. It was then that he came to and began to scream silly about a murder. Atticus and Arcadia look on at Kai in horror as recounts what happened. This is not a good look for him, or me for that matter. This is why I brought him here, before he could harm himself or his reputation further. Atticus, Arcadia, I will not lie. I am not the most educated on his condition, but I refuse to believe that this is normal. Arcadia takes a hesitant step towards me and clears her throat, her voice hoarse, and I've never heard her sound this unsure before. Plover, we're going to get you help, okay? Just don't move. Do you think you can do that for me? What are they talking about now? Don't they see what Kai did to me? My chest is ripped open and he was chewing on my fucking ribs. He was going to kill me. I know he was. He was going to eat me, goddammit. Arcadia looks over at his brother, and Atticus lets out a nervous squeak. Atticus, go get the medical data pad. Now, go as fast as you can, but be careful in the hallway. Sounds like there's a chance you could slip there, okay? Atticus nods quickly and then sprints out the door like a white blur. My head is splitting with pain, and I just don't understand what the hell they're talking about. I sit there for what could be seconds, minutes, or hours. I don't really know, but the remaining pair don't take their eyes off me for a single moment. The door remains open, and before I know it, Atticus has returned, breathlessly panting with a massive data pad in his paw. Here you are. He rests his paws on his knees and pants deeply as he tries to catch his breath. Arcadia quickly takes the data pad from her twin and starts to type away with one paw. Tell me what you are doing. I cannot make sense of the words. I'm contacting the emergency support lines for medical assistance, and we should be connected here in a few moments. The data pad flashes brightly, illuminating Arcadia's concerned features. Hello? What is your medical emergency? Arcadia flips the display to face me, and I see a female Zenillian in a lab coat of sorts staring back at me from within the screen. He has star sickness. He's having an episode of sorts. He's been trying to hurt those around him. The doctor nods and clears her throat. Her voice is sweet and measured. Sir, can you tell me your name? This is star sickness? Bullshit. There's no way this is star sickness. I know what I fucking saw. I know what I'm fucking feeling. How can they just pretend they don't see me bleeding out before their eyes? Hey, you can do it. What's your name? I'm Plover. She scribbles away on a notepad and smiles at me genuinely. Good. It's so nice. It's so very nice to meet you, Plover. She sounds so fucking patronizing. I know what I saw. I know what I feel, and I know what Kai did to me. Now, Plover, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer it as best as you can, okay? I need you to tell me what you saw before you came to. Can you do that for me? Just tell me what it is you saw, and I promise you I'll contact the authorities to keep you safe. Contact the authorities? Okay, Kai, perfect. Get that monster the fuck away from me. I woke up and had to use the restroom, When I went to go to the toilet, my roommate was in there eating someone. He tried to eat me too. He was chewing on my fucking bones. He was ripping me apart. Can't you see my fucking chest? There's a fucking corpse in the bathroom. Go check if you don't believe me. Atticus looks to the left at the bathroom and gasps. Plover, listen to me carefully. Look down right now. There's nothing wrong with your chest, okay? You're unharmed. Like hell, I. My paws fly up to the bleeding cavity between my pecs, and wait. There's no blood, nothing but sweat and something that smells like urine. There's nothing in the bathroom, and your roommate here saved you. He didn't harm you. This is a hallucination, Plover. Touch both paws to your feet and hold them. It will ground you. A hallucination. Okay, oh. My paws slide down, the wetness all over my body, and I grip my feet. To my surprise, I slowly start to feel the edge of reality come back to me, dancing just on the precipice of my vision. You're doing so good, Plover, so very good. Miss, the one holding the dead pen, I need to speak to you now, and make sure Plover can't hear you. Acadia nods and flips the screen to face her, Kai and Atticus. They all lean in close, and the doctor's voice is muffled. What is he saying? Tell me. The trio ignore me, and as if on cue, they all look up at me, in unison with an understanding look in their eyes. Kai takes a large step towards me, cutting the distance between us in half. Get away from me. This enormous paws reaches down, pinning my arms to the bed. I'm sorry, my friend. Atticus leaps forward and grabs both my feet as I go to kick Kai in the skull, locking them beneath his armpits. What are you doing? Get off me, you bastards! I try to fight them, but Kai is just too damn strong. Acadia steps up and extends one of her needle claws and nicks my arm. Sit, what the hell was that for? A small trickle of blood wells up through my fur, and Acadia turns the dead pad off. The dead pad around. There's a small receptacle on the back of it, and my blood trickles into the vial-like container. An automated voice sounds from the device. Blood sample sufficient. Tend to patient wound. Data transmitting to the lab. No further action required. Did you get it, Doc? Yeah, I got it. You guys can let him go now. The trio back away from me quickly and return to blocking the door. But please, just say he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay, right? The data pad hums, and then the doctor's voice echoes out in the room once more. It is not so simple. Quantum compression disease, or star sickness, as you all know it, is vastly understudied and almost impossible to understand. It's more physics than medicine, and there is nothing that we can realistically do to cure it. When using wormholes to travel vast distances, the quarks and atoms within one's body becomes compressed and stretched across space and time itself. When they return to normal, it leaves the entire physiology of the brain in a weakened state. Hallucinations like this one are very common with those affected, but I have never seen anything this severe before. It is almost like his entire psyche is crumbling. Normally, the symptoms wear off in a few hours, a day or two at the very most. The fact that he is still experiencing these symptoms is deeply unsettling. That being said, physically, he will not be harmed so long as he doesn't harm himself. There are some trace amounts of data here in the blood that could give us a better insight as to what's going on with him, but I'll need at least a day to run the numbers and give you all a clear diagnosis. Until then, keep him hydrated, happy, and just let him come down from it. It is my assumption that his lack of motor function is a direct result of being in shock combined with the condition we found him in. I expect him to return to his normal self by the end of the hour with full mobility and cognizance. Arcadia nods and swipes her paw across the screen, deactivating it. Do you hear that, Plover? You're going to be just fine. Just relax. Whatever it is that you're seeing or hearing is not normal. Is not real. See? You can fight this off, Plover. You can do it. Atticus takes a slight step towards me. His voice is strained with emotion. Yeah, Kai didn't hurt you, Plover. We're your friends and we're here to help. Kai remains in place, just staring down his paws while his head softly sways from side to side. This can't be happening. There's no way I made this all up. He was eating me like an animal, but how did you get this to go away last time when we were in the common room together? I need to focus on what I know. I take a deep breath, listening to the sounds of the wind and birds beyond the window. Kai's my friend. Atticus is my friend. Arcadia is my friend. Kai's my friend. I trust him. Kai's my friend. Kai would never hurt me. I'm gonna be okay. Nothing is going to happen to me. It's not real. It's not real. I don't believe my words, not one bit, but I repeat them like a solemn prayer all the same. I have no idea how long I stay like that, but what I do know is that the searing pain inside my head is starting to fade away. When I open my eyes and see Kai, the fear clutching at my soul is gone, replaced by nothing but remorse and a sense of clarity. I know Kai would never hurt me, never again. Kai? Kai's head jerks up at the sound of my voice and his ears flick towards me. Yes, my friend. He looks shocked. Thank you for helping me. I think I'm good now, or at least will be. Kai glanced at me skeptically, and then he looks over to Arcadia. You would know more than I need. Well, you would know more than I in regards to such things. Do you believe him? Arcadia goes to speak, but Atticus cuts her off before she has the chance. Are you sure, Plover? What are you feeling right now? Are you sure you're okay? He sounds so timid and nervous, and that makes me feel even worse about causing them this level of distress and concern for my well-being. I feel woozy, but my mind is sore. I'm so sorry for you all. I don't know what's happened to me. I'm so fucking scared. And that's okay. We're going to figure this out, and we're going to get you the help you need until you're better. We're going to do this together. Kai gives an affirmative nod and grins down at me with his spirits held high. This is correct. Nothing shall befall you again so long as I am here. I give you my word, friend. Atticus smiles at me and laughs. His cheery attitudes are doing wonders at helping me to calm down. You hear that? Kai's gonna take good care of you. You got a quick wolf in your corner now. I chuckle a bit and try to move off the bed, but my body protests, and I end up having to throw my paws down to support myself. Kai rushes forward and grabs my arm with a tender touch. Easy there, friend. Your mind may be returning to you, but it seems as if your body has not quite followed suit. And his neck scrunches up in disgust, but he quickly forces his expression to normalize. Even if he doesn't finish his sentence. I look down at where his paw is holding me, and oh God, I'm still covered in piss. Shit, I must smell fucking rancid to him. I can't believe this happened to me. Shit, I'm so sorry, Kai. His deep voice guffaws at me. He takes a step away from the bed as he sets me back on my pillow. It is not your fault, friend, nor is it mine for being able to smell it. With that being said, however, I do highly recommend that cleaning yourself up becomes the highest priority for the time being. Atticus and Acadia look a bit uncomfortable at the exchange and trade nervous glances between themselves. Is there something we could do to help with that? I go to stand up again, but my limbs are still feeling a bit paralyzed, and I don't fully trust that I won't fall flat on my face if I get up. Probably not. I don't think I'm going to be able to stand for a little while. Kai wheels up to his full height and looks down at me with a sympathetic gaze. No friend of mine is allowed to remain in such a distance. I will assist you. Oh gosh, he surely doesn't mean. Kai glances over at Atticus and Acadia over his shoulder. Thank you both for your help. Your assistance was invaluable, but I shall take it from here. The twins exchange a knowing glance, and Atticus bows his head respectfully. I laugh a bit at his expressive tone and nod at him. Kai's right. Who knows what could have happened to me if you two didn't show up to help. I owe you one, alright? Acadia nods once and turns towards the door with her brother in tow. Don't forget, you two. We have cultural ceremony tomorrow, and I expect both of you to be there, star sick or not. It's obvious she's joking, but I do really appreciate the reminder all the same. This stupid fucking star sickness going on is a bit hard to remember that we all have a job to do here. Of course, Acadia, we'll both be here. Right, Kai? He nods almost imperceptibly, his worried eyes closing gently as he smiles. Yes, I assure you. We will be there, and on time. Atticus laughs and heads out the door with his sister. I hear this voice carousing towards the room from within the confines of the hallway. Until next time, you two. Kai walks over to the door, closing it with a swipe of his paw across the control panel. This has been one eventful morning, my friend. One eventful morning indeed. You can say that again, so it is not my intention to make you uncomfortable, but I also cannot stand idly by while you are stranded in such conditions. With your permission, may I be allowed to assist you into the bathroom and provide any support needed in getting you clean once more? Yeah, I was afraid he might say that. The thought of being alone with him in the bathroom, especially after everything I just went through, is definitely intimidating. But at the same time, I'm already alone with him. It's not like anything would actually change the hallucinations were real. I need to face my trepidations head on and accept help when I very obviously require it. Besides, he's always seen me naked once, so it's not like it's going to be that big of a shock to him. If you're comfortable with that, I'll gladly take your help, Kai. Thanks for offering. He nods and walks over to the side of my bed. I'm comfortable. It does not bother me. In one fluid motion, Kai bends down and effortlessly scoops me up into his arms, one under my knees and one across my back. He bridle carries me to the bathroom. He taps it open with a bump of his hip on the control panel. Thank the gods, no half-eaten body corpses to be seen. The sight of the bathroom being normal and unaltered goes a long way in helping me accept that even if it was so vividly real, it was just a hallucination. Kai uses his back to open the glass door of the shower and he plops me down over the drain. There you are, little wolf. He takes a wide step back and stands by the entrance. Do you need assistance in removing your clothes? Or are you comfortable, or are you capable of doing this yourself? I move my arms around, testing my mobility, and already I can feel my strength returning rapidly. My legs aren't responding very well though, but I can definitely take care of my clothes without someone else helping me. I think I got it, but I doubt I'll be able to reach the controls if you wouldn't mind helping me with that once I'm undressed. I looked down at my clothes, and with a bit of hesitation, I slowly pulled my shirt over my head. As it passes my nose, I practically gag at the smell, and it makes me feel bad knowing that for Kai it's probably a whole lot worse. God, I'm so fucking embarrassed. I take a deep breath and slowly start to pull off my shorts, exposing myself. Allow me to avert my eyes. I believe I will be capable of turning on the water for you while still preserving your dignity. He sheepishly turns his head to the side and throws a paw up to shield his eyes as my shorts slide all the way off. At least he's being respectful about all this. I don't like it any more than he does, and while I am embarrassed, I'm not really uncomfortable. It's not like this is my first time being naked around other guys, after all. But I can understand why Kai is going out of his way to not want to make this any more embarrassing than it has to be for either of us. Are you ready for the water, my friend? Yeah, that would be nice. He reaches into the shower and fumbles around a bit before his massive paw comes to rest on the control panel. Deftly, he slides his paw across it, and a stream of pleasantly warm water jets out onto my fur. Is the temperature agreeable, you plover? He allows his paw to linger a moment, waiting in case I need it to adjust. It's fine, Kai. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. He nods with a grin and pulls his arm out of the water, flicking away the moisture clinging to his obsidian fur. Kai quickly turns his back to me and places his paws down at his side now that he can't see me. I will return to the main dorm to remove and clean your bedding. It was stained when I lifted you earlier. Then I will return here to ensure that you remain out of trouble. He exits the bathroom with a huff and closes the door behind him to give me some privacy. Well, that could have gone worse. I suppose I should be grateful that my roommate is so understanding of everything. Then again, it sounds like he's seen his fair share of horrific things in his lifetime. So this is probably nothing. I just wish things were simpler. Now that I'm more or less back to normal, I'm a bit terrified, to be honest. The thought that there's this disease or affliction, or whatever it is that you want to call it, living inside me. I can't believe it. Not for a single second can I imagine that I'd be found piercing myself in the hallway, foaming at the mouth and staring at this ceiling. Not to mention all those students saw me too. There were witnesses of me going fucking insane. But it's not my fault. It's not like I chose this. I remember Kai attacking me. I remember him tearing open my chest, and after that I just remember eyes and a single ominous message that's been silently floating around my mind. 9 days, and now the value too. I must have watched too many scary entertainment programs as a pup, because what the fuck, honestly, how the hell did my brain even come up with something like that? It felt so vivid and real. It's hard to concept that it's not. Is everything alright, friend? I'm going to enter now. I do not like you being alone at this time. He quickly adjusts himself so that my legs are shielding my most sensitive areas from view, and Kai pushes his way into the bathroom. Are you right, Plover? Do you need assistance of any kind? Kai is standing at an angle so that I can barely see his face, and so he can't see my, well, you know. I try to get up to my feet so I can reach for the shampoo, and while they are complying more than they did 10 minutes ago, it's just not going to happen. Do you mind just handing me the shampoo? I get it myself, but my legs aren't quite 100% at the moment. He walks backwards towards me, and his chiseled back bumps into the glass. Kai reaches over, casually opening the door, and reaches around, searching for the bottle in question. It's little more than, it's a little more to the right, man. No, your other wife. I know. I mean, you know, I don't mind if you look. It's not like there's anything down there or down here you haven't seen before. He vehemently shakes his head, his paw confidently grasps the completely wrong bottle. Absolutely not. I'm not doing this because I find you reprehensible. I'm doing this because your dignity and honor have been tarnished enough for one day. Better show you the respect you deserve, especially since it sounds like in your visions I had a very serious part to play. Kai drops the bottle down on the ground within reaching distance from me, and I see his posture slump down. I am so sorry, my friend. I was not aware that you were so afraid of me. You think I'm afraid of him? Kai, that's not true, not at all. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on star sickness, but with what limited things I know about nightmares or hallucinations, you can kind of see what that was. You can kind of see that was what I imagined, right? Yesterday, you told me about the terrible things happening on Coachella and the things that you did to keep it safe, and then the whole accident with the joke, and then you eating the steaks. I'm sure you can start to piece together why my mind might take you to a dark place. What I know for certain is that here and now, at this exact moment, I'm not afraid of you. I have never been afraid of you. For that matter, you're sort of something like a best friend, if that's what you want to call it. Obviously, we haven't had a lot of time to get to know each other all that well, so if you don't want me to label you something like that, I understand. Kai's tail starts to wag, and that betrays everything I need to know in regards to how he feels about that concept. Your words are truly a gift from a theory of mine, best friend, and I'm honored to call you such a thing, Plover. It is not lost on either of us that we do not particularly fit in here on Zenithir, so the fact that we can find solace in one another, regardless of how fleeting our time has been, that time has been a blessing all the same. I'm very happy to have met you, and I could not have chosen a more ideal individual to be my roommate. You are kind, witty, and compassionate, Sakura. These traits are a rare combination. I blush all over, and now I'm kind of glad he's not able to see the fluster in my cheeks. Well, I can say the same for you, Kai. Now, if you don't mind, you sort of pass me the conditioner instead of the shampoo. His ears stand up at attention, and his tail pauses his wagging for the briefest of moments. My apologies. He sets the incorrect bottle back on the inlay itself and actually does manage to get a hold of the white bottle. Yep, that's the one right there. Thanks, man. Kai gently places it on the ground next to me and quickly returns to the door, sitting on the floor beside it. If you need anything else, I will be waiting for you here, best friend. He's not even trying to hide the excitement in his voice, and I'm glad that he's so comfortable around me, even if he does refuse to look at me. I mean, I don't blame him for that. He's straight as a damn arrow. I get to work lathering away the events of the morning in the cleansing foam of my new luxury shampoo. Thanks, Atticus. Eventually, I managed to get myself to a state that I would say is clean enough, and I use my paws to scoop me back more directly into the stream of water. I don't really think I need to use conditioner and go all out with this sour, so this is probably good enough for now. The suds wash down the drain, erasing any evidence of the accident. Kai sniffs loudly, loud enough that I can hear it over the water beating against my ears. Truly a divine scent, if I do say so myself. I laugh under my breath and rinse off the last of it. I'm glad you like it, man. I think I'm done. Do you mind grabbing me a towel and turning off the water? He springs up to his feet and quickly fetches me a towel before he reaches in once more and disables the water flow. Here you are. He sets the towel across my legs and respectfully backs away once more. I start to towel my shoulders and head, making sure to get as much moisture off of me as possible so Kai can help me to my feet when I need it without getting wet. It takes about 5 minutes or so, but I'm able to get myself mostly dry. I drape the towel across my lap and sit up against the wall. Alright, Kai, mind helping me up to my feet? I'm decent now. So you don't have to worry about covering your eyes. With my arm across his shoulder, his paw supporting my back, we walk out into the door. We're both surprised when I'm able to mostly support my own weight. As Kai gently sets me on the bed, I notice that he did indeed change out my sheets and a blanket, which is a welcome sight. The quick wolf turns to face me and points out with his paw under the covers and hand me your towel. I will pass you your clothes afterwards. I shake my head sarcastically at him, but do as he says, all the same, pulling the blanket over my body. Yes, Nurse Kai. You know, I'm going to be back to normal in just a bit, right? The doctor said it shouldn't take more than an hour, and even now, I feel so much better. He keeps laughing and reaches down into my bag, which I still haven't unpacked, and pulls out some clothes for me to change into. I've been meaning to get to that, and I will, maybe tomorrow. I say Kai is my best friend here, but in reality, procrastination has been my main man for my entire life. Here, change. Fuck. The only thing I see is jet black fur pressing against my face, paired with the familiar scent of sage. I'm sleeping on his chest. I must have rolled over during the nap without realizing it. Not only that, but my paw is wrapped around his waist and he is resting on my back. Underneath the confines of the bedding, I dress myself and then lay back against the clean linens. Much better, Kai. Thanks so much, man. It means a lot. He goes and stands by the door, which is not what I expected. You're not gonna sit down, relax. His expression grows a bit more stern, but I can tell that he's still in a good mood from the slight wagging of his tail and the perk of his ears. No, I'm going to stand here and ensure that you get the sleep that your body must desperately need. If you have another episode, I will wake you, but I assure you that you will not get through this door. You're my word. He claps his paws together and squats down by the entrance. Now eat some food and get some sleep. His tone's impossible to argue with, so I just shrug and throw him a mock military salute. Sir, yes, sir, right away. Quit wolf slut, sir. His giggle is deep and gravelly, and it feels so good that we're able to joke around like this. You are truly incorrigible, Clover, truly incorrigible. I spoke at him and reached down into my provisions box for a few packs of food. And what can I say? We Solarians are one of a kind after all, or whatever the hell it was you were saying like that the other day. I started eating a pack of pork and one serving of asparagus. It's not my favorite, but I should at least make an effort to eat a hearty, nutritious meal. When I'm full, I settle down for a much needed nap, while Kai's purple eyes remain lazily focused on me and ensuring my safety. It's very sweet of him to take such good care of his roommate. I don't know if I would be as involved as he is, but I appreciate his concern greatly. Thanks for everything, Kai. You're one of a kind too, man. It is my pleasure, and the very least I can do. Now rest, little wolf. I will be here when you wake. I smile. A sense of contentment washes over me, and eagerly obey. My eyes float close, and before I know it, I'm drifting off to sleep. I'm lucky I have him. Kai would never hurt me. 9 days. Then I'll devour you too. Oh. Okay, so we ended with him saying that I'll devour you too. So I don't know if he said that, if that was a warning for Kai, that he's going to devour Kai, or if that's the monster in him, we letting Plover know that once again he's going to devour him. I don't know, but I don't know if he directed that to Kai, or if the voice in his head was really letting Plover know again that he's going to devour him. But in 9 days, something bad is going to happen. I think, I may be wrong, but I think either this monster is going to try to eat Plover to the point where he either dies, or well, he'll probably like die physically, but it seems like this entity very much wants Plover's mind or soul, basically. So it will probably eat Plover, and Plover will die physically unless something is done. So, or Plover, he could decide to end up killing somebody. He could kill somebody, and it might even be Kai. Because I think the person who killed those two at the start of the story, I think this person might have had that same sickness that Plover is having right now, that star sickness, I guess. Maybe not. But I think it is. I think this new I think this being that made that person kill those two is now in Plover's mind. Maybe it could jump from one person to another, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe it's like a mind sickness itself. Like this, maybe there's kind of like spirits in space, like we go into a wormhole and the spirits, and they can somehow get into your mind. I'm not sure. But anyway, something not good is going to happen in 9 days, and I think somebody's gonna get killed, or at least they might almost get killed. I mean, certainly that's when this entity in Kai's mind will make it. I mean, let me get this discombobulated again. Certainly, this entity in Plover's mind is going to make it strike. It's going to strike in 9 days. It's going to make its move, and I don't know how things are going to turn out. Hopefully, nobody gets killed, but I don't think it will be Kai who gets killed, but it might possibly be somebody else who gets killed by Plover, and then Plover will end up being charged and going to a trial, and everybody will have to prove his innocence. That could be how the story goes. So as we've seen this story so far, there's a lot of drama, and there will only be even more drama going ahead. So certainly a roller coaster here. So I really like how everybody cared for Plover, Arcadia, Atticus, and Kai especially. They all wanted to make sure he's okay, and from that episode that he had, this second episode. And it's a good thing that Atticus, Arcadia, and the doctor didn't listen to what Plover said about Kai, because he accused Kai of being a murderer. Because if they listened to Plover when he was on hallucination, if they decided to listen to Plover, then Kai would have been wrongly convicted of the murders. He will have been convicted of the murders based off of a hallucination Plover had. So I'm happy that the doctor and Atticus in Arcadia didn't listen to what Plover said about him accusing Kai. But that will mess Kai up even more than he already is, because these Zenillians are very suspicious of Kai and Fortress and these larger aliens in general. They're suspicious of everybody, but they're even more suspicious of Kai and Fortress and the larger aliens, because these bigger aliens are the ones capable of doing that to those two who got killed. They were more capable. So there's one more video left to do, and we'll be up to date with the story. So thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.